I've compiled a comprehensive list of the most astonishing places in Europe, including spots from every country on the continent, even the smallest ones. In Europe, you can see monuments and buildings from its long history, but also masterpieces of nature and some of the most amazing landscapes on the planet. The heavenly beaches of the south to the fjords and frozen lands of the north. Today, you will discover the wonders of Europe. Number 1. Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon and Diamond Beach, Iceland. This lagoon is formed by the melted water of the Breidammerka Glacier, which is part of the Vatnajökull Glacier. Walking along the shores will leave you amazed, but it is also advisable to take a boat or amphibious vehicle to see the icebergs up close throughout the lagoon and even approach the glacier walls. It's close enough to these walls, you can hear the roars of the glacier breaking, or even watch as small or large chunks fall off, creating waves. In addition to the glacier and icebergs, you can see seals in the lagoon. It is said to be a paradise for them because they have no natural predators in the area, like orcas. Next to this lagoon is Diamond Beach, where icebergs of various sizes from the lagoon wash ashore and melt. Icebergs are small, and you can pick them up, taking a photo to remember the experience. Number 2. Reynisfjara Black Beach, Iceland. Reynisfjara is one of the most famous and beautiful beaches in Iceland. Located in the town of Vik on the country's southern coast, famous for its extensive stretches of black sand. Additionally, the Vik Lighthouse is nearby, from which you can see views of the beach and its surroundings. Being in Reynisfjara, you will feel transported to another era. The aggressive waves, changing tides, and constant cold wind give it a Viking movie atmosphere. This beach is considered one of the most dangerous in the world, so recommended to stay away from the water as sudden powerful waves can arrive. From the beach, you can see the Stone Trolls, or Reynisdrangar Islets. It tells the story of 3 trolls named Skessadrangar, Ladnadrangar, and Longhamrar, lived in the mountains on the southern coast of the country. They went to find the loot of a Viking ship, but fighting the terrible waves, they were delayed and the sunlight turned them into stone. Number 3. Thingvellir National Park, Iceland. This is the birthplace of the world's first parliament. In 1830, the island's inhabitants organized annual assemblies in an institution called Alpen. The geology of the site provided them with a natural amphitheater for holding meetings. The park is also unique worldwide for its geology, a point of separation between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates, which separate 1 inch each year. In fact, you can clearly see the faults that run through the park. The largest of them is the Almannago Canyon, through which you can walk to reach the Axarafoss waterfall. Number 4. Skogafoss Waterfall, Iceland. These are the largest waterfalls in the country, a width of 82 feet and a drop of another 197 feet. Due to the spray it produces, on sunny days, legend has it that the area's first Viking settler buried a valuable treasure in a cave behind the waterfall. Supposedly, locals found it several years later, but they could only take 1 ring, which disappeared again for some time. It was found once more, given to the local church, and is currently believed to be in a museum in the area. Iceland has many other imposing natural sights, such as Dettifoss Waterfall, the most powerful in Europe, or cliffs where Atlantic puffins can be seen. You can also witness the Northern Lights from September to March. Number 5. Lofoten Islands, Norway. Venturing into this magical archipelago in northern Norway, you'll encounter an icy and astonishing landscape that fascinates tourists and nature lovers. There are breathtaking mountains and fjords, an open sea stretching to the horizon, and protected bays alongside secluded beaches. Rain is one of the most visited and photographed fishing villages in these islands. This place, considered one of the most beautiful villages in Norway on several occasions, has immortalized on stamps and praised in both national and international magazines. While in this region of Norway, you can experience unique natural phenomena, such as the midnight sun, when, from July, the sun never sets, allowing you to enjoy activities with sunlight 24 hours a day. But you will also face the enigmatic polar night, when, between late November and mid-January, the sun does not rise above the horizon, plunging the sky into a spectacle of strange colors during the few hours of light. Number 6. Lysafjord, Norway. This extraordinary fjord measures 26 miles with rocky walls over 3,000 feet high. During Lisa Fjord, you will come across one of its most treasured features, Prekastollen, a majestic flat rock formation that rises above a cliff with a 1,981-foot drop. This natural wonder has become an iconic symbol and one of the most visited places in the fjord. Upon reaching the top of Prekastollen, you will feel the vertigo and excitement take over as you gaze at the abyss opening beneath your feet. The panoramic view of the fjord, with its serene waters and mountains, will make you appreciate the fascinating Norwegian nature in all its splendor. Number 7. Svalbard, Norway. This is an archipelago, or group of islands, in the Norwegian Arctic, located in the Arctic Ocean, one of the most inhospitable places on the planet. Only 3 of its islands are inhabited: Spitsbergen, Bear Island, and Hopen. On Spitsbergen Island is the northernmost settlement on the planet, Longyearbyen, with around 2,400 inhabitants. In this town, there is abundant snow from November to March, and the polar night is experienced from late October to mid-February. The midnight sun lasts from April to August. In Svalbard, you can see walruses, reindeer, whales, and polar bears. They are extremely dangerous, and local inhabitants must protect themselves if they leave the settlements. One of the most curious places you can visit in Svalbard is the Global Seed Vault, where crop seeds from countries all over the world are preserved in case of any type of catastrophe. Number 8. Geiranger Fjord, Norway. Spanning 9.32 miles in length, this fjord is dotted with several abandoned farms along its shores. The 2 most famous waterfalls in Geiranger Fjord are the Seven Sisters and the Suitor, which face each other. Legend has it that the Suitor is courting the Seven Sisters. Interestingly, Disney's animated film Frozen used the landscapes of this fjord and narrow fjord as inspiration for the scenery of Arendelle. Number 9. North Cape, Norway. On the edge of mainland Europe, the island of Megaroya hosts the enigmatic North Cape, Nordkapp, known as the northernmost point of Europe. In reality, however, the nearby Knivskjeljoden Cape extends slightly farther north. Here, you'll be captivated by the imposing cliff, rising 1,007 feet above sea level. From the top, you can appreciate the vastness of the Arctic Ocean stretching as far as the eye can see, and the Globe Monument, a symbol celebrating this unique geographical position. Visiting North Cape is a once-in-a-lifetime experience that you can't miss on your adventures through Norway. Standing on top of this cliff, you'll feel the land and ocean, connecting you to the strength and indomitable beauty of nature. Number 10. Oceanen Lake, Switzerland. This glacial lake enchants visitors with its intense turquoise color, contrasting with the green vegetation and mountainous rocks. From here, you can see a stunning landscape of the Alps, including mountain peaks like Blumensalp, Doldenhorn, and Frundenhorn. This alpine treasure is situated 5,177 feet above sea level, maintaining a fresh atmosphere even in the height of summer. It is accessible from the nearby commune of Kandersteg, taking a cable car to the Oceanen Mountain Station, and then walking approximately 30 minutes to the lake. Number 11. Glacier 3000, Switzerland. This is a glacier where snow remains intact from October to May, turning it into a winter paradise where nature lovers and winter sports enthusiasts can fully enjoy. The viewpoints offer incredible views of several snow-covered peaks exceeding 13,000 feet in height. Among them are Eiger, Matterhorn, Munch, Jungfrau, Grauenbein, and if you look towards the horizon, you can even catch a glimpse of Mont Blanc. 12. Landwasser Viaduct, Switzerland. A masterpiece of engineering that stands between mountains and valleys, a limestone railway viaduct built between 1901 and 1903 with a length of 446 feet, height of 213 feet. This construction is the jewel of the 39-mile Albula line, connects Thusis and Sankt Moritz. The viaduct is not only an architectural achievement, but also a testament to the skill and daring of its builders, who erected it without the use of scaffolding, using only 2 cranes. Number 13. Matterhorn, Switzerland. This is the most famous mountain in the Alps, known for its iconic pyramid shape that has been drawn and imitated countless times. Rising to 14,692 feet above sea level, This massive mountain marks the border between Switzerland and Italy. For one of the best views, you can take the Gornergrunt cogwheel train, which will take you to over 9,800 feet in altitude. You can also opt for panoramic trains, which offer mountain views in a somewhat more exclusive experience. Number 14. Kausoe Island, Faroe Islands. The landscapes of this island are so impressive that the James Bond film No Time to Die chose it as the setting for the villain's hideout, capturing the mysterious and foggy atmosphere of the island. It has fewer than 100 inhabitants and is only accessible from Klaksvik via a 20-minute ferry, with no roads, tunnels, or bridges connecting it to other islands. Kausoe is characterized by its steep cliffs and is an important mating ground for various birds, including the charming Atlantic puffin. Number 15. Klaksvik and its mountains, Faroe Islands. Though small, this is the second most populated locality in the archipelago, after Tórshavn, the capital of the Faroe Islands. Klaksvik has been home to settlers since the Viking Age, and ancient ruins of farms from that period have been discovered in the area. At the beginning of the 20th century, it had fewer than 100 inhabitants, but today it has about 5,000. Most Klaksvik residents are involved in fishing, being the largest port in the Faroe Islands and responsible for 30% of the territory's production. People work in the catering industry, while others are part of the Faroya Bjór, a company that produces beer and other beverages. Life in this village is peaceful and quiet. Additionally, the temperatures are not as cold as you might expect. In January, the coldest month, they range between 39 and 43 degrees Fahrenheit, while in summer, they hover around 48 and 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 16. Múlafossur Waterfall, Faroe Islands. It is one of the most amazing places in the Faroe Islands. Its name means Waterfall of the Promontory. This 98-foot-tall wonder of nature lets its waters fall directly into the sea, akin a fantasy world. Located south of the village of Gásadalur on Vegar Island, Múlafossur is a natural beauty that you can't miss if you come to this remote part of Europe. Gásadalur is one of the most charming villages in the archipelago, with a tiny population of just 11 inhabitants. Each other villages by land, residents had to navigate a difficult route through mountains over 1,300 feet high. This challenging access has kept the village isolated and has hindered population growth. Number 17. Lapland, Finland. Lapland spans regions of Finland, Norway, Sweden, and Russia, but one of the best countries to visit in it is Finland, partly because Rovaniemi, the capital of the Finnish province of Lapland, is also the home of Santa Claus. According to other cultures, Santa Claus lives in the North Pole, but the reality is that here, you can visit a Santa Claus village, complete with reindeer, post office, and office. Other unforgettable activities you can do in Finnish Lapland are skiing or dog sledding. Number 18. Lakeland or Lake Region, Finland. This immense region, the largest of the four into which the country is divided, invites you to explore and immerse yourself in its admirable landscapes, with 188,000 lakes dotting the terrain, surrounded by unparalleled serenity. Lake Saimaa, with an area exceeding 1,500 square miles, is the fourth largest natural freshwater lake in Europe, nearly 5,500 islands. This region is a refuge for Finns seeking to revitalize their energies and reconnect with nature. The year, both locals and tourists enjoy recreational activities such as cruises, fishing, rowing, ice swimming, or skating. Number 19. Helsinki, Finland. The capital of Finland has a unique combination of history and modernity, with a wealth of places to visit. One of the most iconic sites is Helsinki Cathedral, located in Senate Square, so the Market Square from spring to autumn. The Esplanade Urban Park, or the Suomenlinna Fortress, latter about 1.2 miles from the capital. One of the best times to visit Helsinki is Christmas. Colder, but the atmosphere is magical, with lights, ice rinks, parades, and other celebrations. On November 13th, St. Lucia's Day is celebrated, where the St. Lucia of all Finland is chosen by popular vote. All candidates wear the same white robe, but the winner also wears a crown of candles. Number 20. Stockholm, Sweden. The capital of Sweden stretches across 14 islands, connected by 57 bridges, creating a unique urban landscape that combines the beauty of water with historic and modern architecture. This city has a cosmopolitan atmosphere, a wealth of cultural, historical, and leisure activities. Stockholm's history dates back to the 13th century. Its old town, Gamlestan, is the city center. Here, you can walk through narrow cobblestone streets surrounded by ancient buildings. The Royal Palace, the official residence of the Swedish monarchy, and St. Nicholas Cathedral, where royal coronations and weddings have taken place, are must-sees. Number 21. Ristafallet Waterfall, Sweden. Located in the western region of Jämtland, is one of Sweden's most impressive waterfalls, with a width of approximately 164 feet and a depth of 46 feet. The water plunges over the rocks, creating a marvelous natural spectacle. Humidity generated by the waterfall gives the surrounding forest a unique climate, where various species of plants and fungi thrive. A wooded island divides the river and waterfall into two parts, with only one side visible from the north and the other from the south. In winter, when the river freezes, it is possible to visit the island, where there is a stone cave. Number 22. Abisko National Park, Sweden. Located in northern Sweden, near the border with Norway, this is an exciting destination for nature and adventure lovers. This 29.7 square mile national park is known for its beautiful landscapes, including mountains, deep valleys, crystal clear lakes, and dense forests of birch and pine trees. Abisko is also the starting point of the famous Kungsleden Trail, which stretches over 248 miles through the Lapland wilderness. One of Abisko's main attractions is its prime location for observing the northern lights during the winter months. Thanks to its position north of the Arctic Circle and its relatively dry climate, the conditions for viewing the northern lights are exceptional. Number 23. Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. This architectural gem is nestled in the Bavarian Alps. That seems taken from a fairy tale or fantasy movie. In fact, it is the inspiration for the iconic Cinderella Castle at Disneyland. It was built by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, a monarch known for his extravagance and grandiose dreams, designed as a personal retreat and a tribute to composer Richard Wagner, whom the king deeply admired. Neuschwanstein's architecture fuses Gothic, Romanesque, and Byzantine styles, creating a unique and enchanting ensemble that evokes an era of night and legends. Number 24. Black Forest, Germany. It is a mountain range covered with forests that stretches in southwestern Germany close to the borders with France and Switzerland, covering an area of nearly 2,317 square miles. The Black Forest contains Feldberg, its highest peak, rises to 4,898 feet above sea level. In the past, it was known for forestry and mineral extraction. Today's tourism has become the main economic activity in the area. As you explore the region, you'll come across numerous ruined military fortifications dating back to the 17th and 18th centuries, silent witnesses to the rich history that permeates this land. Number 25. Berlin, Germany. Walking the streets of the German capital, you can feel the essence of centuries of history and the changes this unique metropolis has experienced. An iconic place that cannot be missed on the Berlin itinerary is the German Parliament, or Reichstag, a building that symbolizes democracy and the resilience of the German people. Seeing the Brandenburg Gate is like a journey back in time to a neoclassical 18th century past. It was built by the wish of Prussian King Frederick William II. Its name comes from the fact that it was built where an ancient city gate used to connect Berlin with the city of Brandenburg an der Havel. Among the main places to visit in Berlin, Museum Island is a true cultural treasure, a small island in the Spree River with 5 of Germany's most important museums. Number 26. Bastei, Germany. It is a breathtaking rock formation that rises above the Elbe River in the German Saxony region. Its labyrinth of needles and natural stone bridges creates a surreal landscape, as if it were a castle carved by nature itself. The famous Bastei Bridge, built in 1851, connects these formations, giving you panoramic views of Saxon Switzerland National Park and the river. Number 27. Hohenzollern Castle, Germany. It is a castle associated with the Hohenzollern dynasty, a ruling family during the Middle Ages that governed Prussia and Brandenburg until the end of World War I. It covers almost the entire summit of Mount Hohenzollern and is a structure composed of 4 main parts: military architecture, palace buildings, chapels, and gardens. It is currently estimated that more than 350,000 people visit it annually. making it one of Germany's most visited castles. Number 28. Amalfi Coast, Italy. It is a beautiful stretch of coastline located in the Campania region of southern Italy, famous for its unique coastal architecture and its towns, with hills plunging into the Mediterranean Sea, and for its beautiful beaches and coves. There are many unique towns along the coast, such as Amalfi, Ravello, Priano, and Positano, each with its architecture and charm, characterized by their white and colorful houses and flower-filled terraces. The Amalfi Coast is also famous for its delicious gastronomy, with a local cuisine based on fresh and local ingredients, such as Amalfi lemons, fish, and seafood. Number 29. Dolomites, Italy. It is a mountain range that is part of the Alps, with stunning peaks carved over millennia that rise into the sky like stone cathedrals. The highest peak is Marmolada at 10,965 feet, but there are others that also surpass 9,800 feet, such as Civetta, Tafanas, and Antelau. Sunlight plays with the slopes, creating a phenomenon known as enrosadira, where pink and orange hues illuminate the mountains at sunrise and sunset, giving them a poetic aura. Emerald valleys between the mountains are home to charming alpine villages like Ordese and Cortina d'Ampezzo. Number 30. Cinque Terre, Italy. This Italian region, located in the north, features 5 historic villages along the coast: Osso, Vernazza, Corniglia, Manarola, and Rio Maggiore. Cinque Terre is known for its coastal landscape, with hills rolling down towards the Mediterranean Sea. The coastal villages are situated on the slopes of the hills, connected by ancient paths. Brightly colored houses and historic churches make the region an enchanting sight. Local cuisine is based on fresh seafood, local vegetables, and wines, with traditional dishes like pesto alla genovese, focaccia, and panegacci. Number 31. Rome, the Eternal City, Italy. One of the most beautiful cities in the world, Rome is home to dozens of monuments and sites to visit, having been the capital of the Roman Empire. I will name the most important ones. Colosseum, a Roman amphitheater of epic proportions, is the largest ever built and still standing in the world, and witness to countless stories and feats of gladiators. Built with limestone, volcanic tuff rock, concrete, and brick cladding. At its peak, it stands housed between 50,000 and 80,000 eager spectators, seeking entertainment and excitement. The Pantheon of Rome, an architectural marvel. Not only is it a monument to the gods, but also an eternal refuge for illustrious personalities, such as the painter Raphael, whose remains rest in this sacred place. The Trevi Fountain, an iconic monument at the intersection of 3 streets, features sculptural reliefs that narrate the story of Neptune, sea, in his chariot pulled by winged horses and tritons that symbolize the struggle between order and chaos. The Castel Sant'Angelo has a curious history that dates back more than 2,000 years. Originally built as a mausoleum for Roman Emperor Hadrian, it has been used at various times as a fortress, papal residence, prison, and museum. One of its most distinctive features is the passageway that runs from the castle to the Vatican, built in the 16th century for popes to escape the castle in case of emergency. Number 32. Florence, Italy. Some say that Florence is like an open-air museum due to the number of historic buildings and monuments throughout the city. It is a beautiful Italian city located in the Tuscany region, known for its art, Renaissance architecture, and cuisine. It is one of the cities where Leonardo da Vinci spent part of his life. In Florence, you can find the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore, the Palazzo Vecchio, and the Ponte Vecchio. The cathedral is an example of Gothic architecture, with its dome made of brick and marble. Florence is also known for its art collection. The Uffizi is one of the city's most famous museums, housing a large number of Renaissance masterpieces, including works by Botticelli, Leonardo da Vinci, and Raphael. The Accademia Gallery is another attraction, featuring Michelangelo's famous Statue of David. Number 33. Venice, Italy. As you explore this city, the city of canals in northeastern Italy, you will feel as if you've stepped into a novel or Renaissance painting. This unique metropolis stretches across more than 100 islands, interconnected by bridges, like the Rialto Bridge, and canals, giving it a romantic charm. The Grand Canal, Venice's main artery, passes by palaces and buildings from different historical periods. You cannot miss experiencing a gondola ride, symbol of the city, while the gondolier guides you through the most hidden canals. Piazza San Marco Its main tourist destination is surrounded by iconic monuments like St. Mark's Basilica and the Doge's Palace. Number 34. Pisa and its Leaning Tower, Italy. The Piazza dei Miracoli is the main place to visit in Pisa, a walled area where the Cathedral of Pisa and its Leaning Tower are located. The Leaning Tower of Pisa, a bell tower accompanying the cathedral, began to tilt during its construction in the 12th century, as if the laws of physics decided to take a break. The soft ground on which it was built could not support the weight of the tower, causing the tilt to worsen once construction was completed in the 14th century. In 1990, the tilt reached an alarming angle of 5.5 degrees, but thanks to intervention and repair work in the late 1990s, the tilt was stabilized and reduced to the 4 degrees we can observe today. Number 35. Lake Como, Italy. It is a crystal-clear body of water in northern Italy, nestled between the mountains of the Alps and lush forests. With its characteristic inverted Y shape, this alpine lake is a favorite destination for its natural beauty and romantic charm. The picturesque towns along its shores feature historic architecture and elegant villas, many of which have witnessed moments in the lives of European aristocracy. Notable are the charming town of Bellagio, known as the Pearl of the Lake, and the historic Villa Carlotta, with its exquisite gardens. Number 36. Vatican City. It is the smallest city-state in the world in terms of area and population, with 121 acres and less than 1,000 people. Located in the center of Rome, it is home to the Holy See, the institution that governs the Catholic Church, led by the Pope, making it the world's only theocracy. St. Peter's Basilica, with its large dome and colorful St. Peter's Square, welcomes you to this sacred place. You can delve into the Vatican museums to marvel at the Sistine Chapel and its frescoes, created by the brilliant Michelangelo. Number 37. Meteora, Greece. This region in the heart of Greece is a geological marvel, where gigantic rock pillars rise toward the sky. What makes this place even more astonishing is the presence of monasteries built atop these stone colossi. These sanctuaries, erected between the 14th and 16th centuries, were created by Orthodox monks seeking spiritual refuge away from the earthly world. When visiting Meteora, you'll feel as if you're exploring a mystical and sacred corner, where nature and faith unite in perfect harmony. To reach these sacred enclosures, you'll have to navigate steep stairs and winding paths. However, the effort will be rewarded with the opportunity to experience a unique place in the world. There are over 20 monasteries, although only some of them are open. I'll show you some of the most beautiful ones. The Monastery of the Holy Trinity. Situated on a rocky cliff more than 1,300 feet high, the Marlem Monastery, at 1,224 feet high, beneath which is the so-called Dragon's Cave. The Iapantis Monastery, nestled in the Demetrios Rock. The Rusano Monastery, named after the first group of monks who settled here. And the Monastery of St. Nicholas Anapausis, located atop a narrow rock. This is the first monastery that pilgrims encounter when going to Meteora, standing 26 feet tall, with interior stairs connecting its different floors. Number 38. Acropolis of Athens, Greece. The term Acropolis has its roots in ancient Greek, combining akron, which means highest point, and polis, which translates to city. Although there are numerous acropolises in Greece, the one in Athens is the most iconic and symbolic, both for the Greeks and Western civilization. This structure rises on a rocky elevation in the center of modern Athens, crowned by a series of temples. Most famous of these is the Parthenon, an architectural masterpiece and wonder of the ancient world. Number 39. Cyclades Islands, Greece. This is a Greek archipelago located in the Aegean Sea, consisting of nearly 220 islands that dazzle with their beauty. Two of the most resplendent jewels of this archipelago are Mykonos and Santorini, famous for their charming Mediterranean architecture. White houses and colorful details on windows and roofs predominate. Mykonos stands out for its sophisticated hotels, exquisite seafood restaurants, and lively venues with live music. Among its attractions, you'll find the Paraportioni Church and various fine sandy beaches along the island's southern coast. Additionally, Mykonos is known for being a favorite spot for celebrities. Santorini hides the town of Fira and Oia, located atop a cliff on the island's west coast, from where you can enjoy an amazing view of the sea. These towns are considered idyllic destinations, ideal for celebrating weddings, and enjoying unforgettable honeymoons. Number 40. Crete Island, Greece. With its nearly 3,260 square miles, it has some of the best beaches in Greece. You'll find everything from small sandy bays accompanied by restaurants and promenades to vast stretches of pristine coastline, bathed in blue and crystal clear waters. Besides its beaches, Crete is home to numerous archaeological sites of great importance, such as the Palace of Knossos, located near the city of Heraklion. If you're looking for a more peaceful experience, I suggest exploring the picturesque villages on Crete's southern coast, such as Plakias or Matala. There, you'll discover more secluded beaches and fascinate apes. Number 41. Corinth Canal, Greece. It is an artificial waterway connecting the Gulf of Corinth in the Ionian Sea with the Saronic Gulf in the Aegean Sea. As you drive along the relatively flat Highway 8 approaching the Peloponnese Peninsula, be sure to stop and take in the view from the canal lookout point. There was a failed attempt to build the canal in the 1st century AD. It was finally completed in 1893. The canal is 4 miles long and just 81 feet wide at sea level, making it impassable for many modern ships. In fact, you'll be surprised if you manage to see a relatively wide vessel passing through, as it seems like it would collide with the walls at any moment. Today, it has little economic importance and is primarily a tourist attraction. Number 42. Mont Saint-Michel, France. This beautiful historic monument and French commune is one of France's most emblematic tourist attractions, located in the Normandy region on the northwest coast of the country. It is a small, rocky island with an abbey rising above the bay, made even more special by the movement of the tides. When the tide rises, the island is completely surrounded by water, creating a unique and fantastical vision. When the tide is low, it is possible to walk on the sand and visit the island on foot. The history of Mont Saint-Michel began in the 8th century, when, according to legend, the archangel Saint Michael appeared to the bishop of Avranches, Albert, and instructed him to build a sanctuary on the island. Over the centuries, the abbey was expanded and modified, becoming an important pilgrimage center in the Middle Ages. Number 43. Paris, France. Also known as the City of Light, Paris is the capital of France and a world-renowned tourist destination. You can't miss the Eiffel Tower, the iconic symbol of Paris. Other must-visit places include the Louvre Museum, where you can see the Mona Lisa, and Notre Dame Cathedral, a jewel of Gothic art. Stroll through Montmartre and enjoy the bohemian atmosphere and views from the Basilica of the Sacré-Cœur. The city also offers charming neighborhoods, such as La Marais and Saint-Germain-des-Prés, perfect for strolling, shopping, and tasting delicious French food in their cafes and restaurants. Number 44. Provence, France. This region in southeastern France is known for its landscapes, rustic villages, and crystal-clear beaches. Here you'll find the city of Arles and its Roman amphitheater. The Verdon Gorge, one of the most beautiful canyons in Europe, is 15.5 miles long and about 2,300 feet deep. The Papal Palace in Avignon, one of the most important medieval buildings in Europe. The Roquefort Aqueduct, which is the longest stone aqueduct in the world at 1,230 feet. The Belziers Cathedral. The walled town of Aigues-Mortes. And the Basilica of Notre Dame de la Garde in Marseille. Number 45. Disneyland Paris, France. This is the magical world of Disney in Europe, located about 20 miles east of Paris. This famous theme park is a dream come true for children and adults who love Disney movies, offering a plethora of attractions, shows, and unforgettable experiences. The complex is divided into 2 parks, Disneyland Park and Walt Disney Studios Park. In Disneyland Park, you can explore 5 themed areas: Main Street, USA, Fantasyland, Adventureland, Frontierland, and Discoveryland, each with its own attractions and shows. The most photographed spot is the iconic Sleeping Beauty Castle and Central Plaza, where the fireworks and visual effects show takes place. Number 46. Dubrovnik, Croatia. Known as the Pearl of the Adriatic, this Croatian city is located on the Adriatic seacoast, featuring a walled historic center, cobblestone streets, and medieval architecture. You can stroll along the main street, Stratton, shop, and enjoy a coffee on a terrace. Other places to visit include the Cathedral of the Assumption, the Rector's Palace, and St. Blaise's Church to delve into the city's rich history. Number 47. Plitvice Lakes National Park, Croatia. This park is famous for its 16 crystal-clear lakes, connected by waterfalls and surrounded by lush forests. The highlight of the visit is walking the trails and wooden walkways between the lakes and waterfalls. Also present a great waterfall, the park's highest, and Kozak Lake, the park's largest and deepest. Number 48. Rovinj, Croatia. This is another tourist city on the Adriatic Sea, officially bilingual with Italian and Croatian as official languages. It features narrow cobblestone streets and colorful houses. The old town, situated on a small hill, is ideal for strolling and getting lost among its streets, shops, and art galleries. At the top, you'll find the Baroque-style Church of St. Euphemia, offering panoramic views of the city and the sea. Rovinj is also known for its beaches and crystal-clear waters, perfect for swimming and sunbathing. Number 49. Paklinski Islands, Croatia. This is a small archipelago located off the coast of Hvar. This group of islands and islets is famous for its clean water, hidden coves, and idyllic beaches, making them a perfect haven for relaxing and enjoying the sun. The best way to explore the Paklinski Islands is by boat, either by renting one or taking an organized tour from Hvar. Some of the islands to visit include Jurolin, known for its bohemian atmosphere, and Marinkovac, where you'll find the famous Stepanska Beach. In addition to swimming and sunbathing, the Paklinski Islands offer opportunities for snorkeling, diving, and hiking. On St. Clement Island, the largest island, you can enjoy restaurants and bars near some of the best beaches. Number 50. Alhambra, Spain. This palace and fortress is located in the Spanish province of Granada and is one of the best preserved palaces from the historic Islamic world, also containing notable examples of Spanish Renaissance architecture. The palace was built by the monarchs of the Nasrid dynasty of the kingdoms of Granada. It is the symbol of the city and one of the most visited monuments in Spain. While visiting this incredible architectural masterpiece, you can also head to the Sierra Nevada mountain range, located just behind the palace, where winter sports can be enjoyed. After the Alps, it is the highest mountain range in Western Europe. Number 51. Gran Canaria, Spain. The Canary Islands are a famous Spanish archipelago consisting of 8 islands and islets located in the Atlantic Ocean. One of the most visited and famous is the island of Gran Canaria, often referred to as a miniature continent. It has a great diversity of landscapes and climates. Its beaches, such as Mas Palomas and Playa de Ingle, are popular among German and English tourists for their golden sand and warm climate year-round. The island's capital, La Palma de Gran Canaria, is famous for its rich history, architecture, and cultural life. The historic center of Vejita houses the Santa Ana Cathedral and the Casa de Colón, associated with the explorer Christopher Columbus.